fam, welcome back to Roar's channel, where today you are hanging out with your war doctor as we learn how to get better here in Clash of Clans together. Today we're going to be looking at some NDL action, more specifically the semi-pro division where the Warbees took the victory week number 2, beating the New Days 81/80. Stellar percentage from both sides for sure. Town Hall 10s came in hot, guys. They really wrecked house, and today we're going to be focusing in, honing in on the Electrone LaLoon, showcasing just what it takes to get this attack done, really breaking down the bases, and ultimately giving you a tool for your toolbox. So guys, before we jump into the video, don't forget, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, join Roar's army, and now let's jump right into the video. Alright, Town Hall 10s, if you are still here, today we're going to be looking at this base getting tripled with this attack strategy, that Electrone LaLoon, that really, guys, I've said it once, I've say it again, is so monstrous. Now, this attack comes in different forms, right? You may see a blimp instead of a slammer, maybe two clone spells instead of just one. It really just depends on the attacker and maybe what he's comfortable with is what I would say. Now, when making entry with your initial phase, your first phase being the Electrone portion, you really got to consider three things, right? What are those three things? First thing is going to be where the air sweepers are located, right? The air sweepers are located here. They're facing out. Why did it do that? Facing out this way. So, and the second one is going to be here, right? I'm not sure if I got like the specific spot or wideness, but you guys got the idea, right? So this entire side is practically off limits. So now the second thing we got to think of is, where is the CC located? CC is located here, guys. Very important thing to get down, because out of the CC could be maybe a baby dragon or witches, something that really takes down your LaLoon portion. You got to grab the CC. Third thing and last thing, probably the most important thing, is the enemy queen, right? The enemy queen is located right there, and she is wicked. She can practically one-shot those loons and, you know, completely destroy your attack. So you gotta grab her in this initial phase of your attack. So how do we make entry, right? We know we have to come in on this side for sure. Coming in on that side, right? So let's see, how would it be best to get our slammer in there and focus on those three things to get down. He chose to come in over here, and which is very, very key. I mean, not only can you grab the town hall, ensuring you get that double, but you can really create a funnel here, taking out this side with your heroes, clearing out some trash buildings, and ultimately pushing right into the very center of this base. LaLoon comes in. Let's change LaLoon to red. LaLoon comes in, and this, let's just clear this. Now, this whole entire portion of the base is cleared. What has this done for the LaLoon portion, guys? The LaLoon portion does indeed come in, creating a beautiful runway, for the LaLoon to just sweep the base with no, pushbacks from such the queen or the CC troops, and really makes it easy to haste them down through and ultimately back in, heal those loons. All right, so I've kind of talked a little bit about it. Let's jump right in and watch the attack take place and give you guys a little bit more information as it takes place. All right, so here we are. We're going to be watching this attack take place. We're going to be bringing it in up here on the north initially with our heroes, creating that funnel for our slammer and Electron portion. Queen's coming in over there at the northwest side. King on the northeast side, doing some important stuff here, something I didn't mention earlier. King's going to do a king swap here. Grab the enemy king, kind of purposely and probably intentionally, mainly so the... How many times can I say Lee? So the Electro Dragon doesn't aggro onto him, following him around until he's dead, and ultimately pulling your Electro Dragon out to some eerie place we didn't want him. Slammer's coming in, couple loons in front of him, ensuring he doesn't pick up a air mine in the process. Slammer's coming in there in the center. Watch how much value that Slammer grabs, indeed, pushing his way right to the very center, grabbing the air defense, grabbing some splash damage defense, some stuff that is very important to get down in the process, because really, remember that stuff does indeed really hurt the LaLoon portion. Electro Dragon's doing his thing, taking down a ton of the base here, grabbing not only the expos but also picking up the enemy queen with one sweep of his chain ability. Look how much value he's grabbed, guys, pulling that Electro or the LaLoon portion over there towards the north. Nothing that these pups or these loons or hounds gonna have to worry about. Pushing in his loons just barely spread out with perfect execution. Great placement of a haste there, pushing his way through that east compartment. Hound does indeed pop. We have a second hound just on top of him. Does indeed pop as well. Another hound coming up. You see those hasting all those loons up. And here, as we have that back in Infernal Tower, we gotta get through it, and it does indeed shred those loons like crazy. So really, when I said you have that back end heal, guys, it is probably one of the most crucial parts of this attack to finish off this base. Dropping in the haste, dropping in that heal, healing up that mass amount of loons as they push through those final defenses with some back end Teslas. Nothing left practically for those loons and minions to have to clean up, guys. This base is practically swept. Just watch all these loons make their way through it. There's probably like 50 loons there to finish off the base. But again, so many troops on the board, nothing he really had to worry about. Uncle Leb coming in with a solid triple. Yes, you do indeed see half those minions, half those pups focused in on the enemy hound. Okay, whatever, dude. Nothing we're gonna have to really worry about as those loons go through, sweep those final Teslas, and boom, that is the Electro LaLoon for you, which came in very clutch. All right, composition sits in front of you yet again. Let's jump in and watch just one more of these replays. All right, so back to the drawing board, guys. And here today we have practically the same attack strategy being utilized, but with a very different initial execution. Very good eye by Mr. P.E.K.K.A here as he pushes in up here at the north with his heroes. Now, if you remember in the last video, guys, the heroes were used to create a funnel for the slammer to push its way in. But in this one, they're not utilized in that manner. They're here to pick up a very key splash damage defense, which does a lot to those loons, right? You know that. So they walk in, grab the Infernal Tower, pick up the 2-star by grabbing the Town Hall. Beautiful value from the heroes alone. Now, where are we going to bring our slammer in? Remember those 3 things we have to consider. Where are the CC troops? Where are the queen located? And ultimately, where is the sweeper? Sweeper is located right here. He's going to be pushing its way. Let's get this drawing right. This direction. The other sweeper is located here, pushing its way this direction. All right, so where would we bring our slammer in to pick up not only the enemy queen, but also that CC? Right here, check it out. Beautiful funnel in, dropping it on the cannon, pushing its way up to the air defense, grabbing an air defense, and then ultimately picking up that enemy queen and CC troops. Great value. Now, what has happened to this base? Now, check it out. Let's get some red going on because, you know, base crushed. This much value has been cut off by the slammer alone. We have this Infernal Tower and this side down, right? So check it out. All we have to deal with our loon portion is come through here, sweep this, and ultimately push through, grab some back end defenses. Not very much value, and in fact, that only leaves about 2 splash damage defenses on the board, being those couple wizard towers. Not much, right? Not much at all. So now that we have those things identified and how to utilize our slammer and heroes, let's jump in and actually watch this attack take place. All right, so let's dive right into this attack, watching Mr. P.E.K.K.A bring this one in, dropping the enemy king up there on the north. Queen's directly next to him. Good usage there. Dropping a baby dragon to assist with the funnel, hoping to pick up the town hall, of course. Queen's walking in. She's dying slowly, but not going to die fast enough. Reaches down with her queen's ability, popping the king as well, picking up that splash damage defense right there. Infernal Tower is down. Here comes the slammer on the south as that enemy king is just walking around the base, really doing some big work down there. Dropping in a couple coconut loons, making sure he doesn't pick up a air mine right off the bat. Slammer's coming in, aggro's from the cannon to the air defense. Now you guys can see it pushing its way up to that main queen. Now check out what he just did there. Pre-placed the poison, drops down the clone right there as the slammer makes its way over the enemy queen, pops it up, rages everything up. Loons are spreading out, taking down all the nearby defenses. Electro Dragon, that mean Electro Dragon, reaches down, grabs so much more value. Now check it out. In comes the LaLoon portion of this attack. Hound is down, dropping some key haste spells, pushing him up towards that splash damage defense, that Infernal Tower, moving our way forward. Good placement of loons as he drops 3 loons per defense, is keeping every loon in the center, pushing its way through, hasting up there. One last haste in his composition as he moves towards that splash damage defense. He does indeed drop it down, pushing its way through not only the air defense, the expo, and the cannon, and pushing its way to that final defense, that Tesla, for a very solid triple here, guys. Electro Dragon MVP for the attack as he has stayed alive since the very beginning. We have a ton of cleanup troops down on the board, pups all over the place, minions sweeping the board. We'll speed it up, guys. You guys know how this one ends. Again, good hit from Mr. P.E.K.K.A. Composition sits right in front of you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. A little bit more larger breakdown of how this attack took place, and ultimately, you know, grab that tool for your toolbox. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, head over to Twitter to follow me there as we grow and get bigger here in Roar's army. Thank you guys again. Roar is out, and as always, stay classy.